A great product won't sell if people can't find it. The same is true for your Airbnb listings. Your property might have a great location, comfortable beds, great views, a pool, but without effective marketing, it could easily go unnoticed. Today we're sharing tips and tricks to make your Airbnb listing truly shine. So if you're looking to attract more guests and boost your bookings, you're in the right place. Let's dive right in. Right now, someone out there is planning their ideal vacation. For some, it's a relaxing cabin in the woods, while for others, it's a chic apartment in the middle of a major city. And yes, someone out there is dreaming of a property just like yours. But how are they going to find you? Understanding your target audience is crucial. Knowing who your guests are and what they're looking for helps you market your property in a way that truly resonates with them. But how do you figure out who your ideal guests are? Well, let's start with some good old market research. If your property is in a luxury location like Aspen, Colorado, where Airbnbs charge top dollar for nightly stays, your guests more than likely expect a luxurious experience. Make sure your marketing reflects that. For example, Aspen visitors tend to book more than 30 days in advance. So in this market, it might be best to advertise your property farther in advance than waiting for last-minute bookings. Now let's analyze your property. What makes it special? Why would people want to stay here as opposed to somewhere else? Maybe your property is far from downtown Chicago, but it's right next to Wrigley Field. Highlight those features for the right crowd. Remember, understanding the local market can be the difference between a home run and a strikeout. Finally, don't forget to study your competition. See what other successful properties are doing to attract guests. With all of this information in mind, visualize your ideal guest. Think of their age, their preferences, their travel habits, and their behavior. Now keep this ideal guest in mind for all of your marketing efforts. Anything you do should always appeal to them. It's important that your listing captures your target audience's attention, and great photos are the best way to make your listing stand out. We always recommend investing in a professional photographer to get the very best photos of your property. Maybe you don't have the resources to hire a professional, or you feel confident behind a camera. To take great photos yourself, keep this in mind. First, use the right equipment. Your best option is a camera, but a smartphone can also work. If you're going to do this, remember to use a tripod to avoid blurry photos. Good lighting is key, so try to shoot during the day when the sunshine is just beaming. And if your place is really dark like a bat cave, maybe toss in some artificial lights. Staging is also super important. You want your space to look welcoming and neat, kind of like when you're styling your living room for company. While photos of empty spaces are the standard, lifestyle photography, or photos with people in them, are growing in popularity for short-term rentals. Try taking photos from different angles, and don't forget to edit your photos a bit before uploading. Once you have award-winning pictures, it's time to write a scroll-stopping headline and a description. List any unique amenities that you might have. Highlight what makes your space special. A title like two-bedroom apartment in the city could really describe hundreds of places, anywhere in the world. Try something like Urban Oasis, stylish loft in the heart of Soho. Now that really makes me want to spend a weekend in the Big Apple. Including relevant keywords in your description and title will help your listing rank higher in search results, which will lead to more bookings. Finally, make sure to list your space on multiple platforms. Our data shows that properties cross-listed on both Vrbo and Airbnb see an average occupancy rate of 58.1% versus 53.9% for properties that are only listed on Airbnb, and 51.8% for properties listed exclusively on Vrbo. If you want to succeed with short-term rentals, having a solid marketing strategy is crucial. It helps your property stand out and builds connections that can turn first-time guests into repeat visitors. First, you might want to consider setting up your own website. Nowadays, it's easier than ever, and it makes you look more professional. It also gives guests a place to learn about your property and book directly, avoiding fees from booking sites like Airbnb. Some property management systems like Uplisting have tools that help you create your own direct booking site in a matter of minutes. Another marketing strategy is starting a blog on your website. This is a fantastic way to connect with guests and show off your expertise. You can share local tips, things to do in the area, your favorite spots, and you can highlight past guest experiences. This kind of content can also help you boost your website's ranking on search engines, making it easier for people to find you. Don't underestimate the power of email and social media. Building a mailing list lets you send regular updates, exclusive deals, and local insights directly to your interested guests. And social media lets you tell the story of your property through photos and videos. Pick the platforms where your ideal guest from step 1 hangs out and start connecting. By combining all these strategies, you give your vacation rental the best chance to thrive. What's the first thing you do when you're gonna buy something online? Or before you go to that new restaurant? If you're like most of us, you probably read the reviews. Good reviews and word of mouth can really boost your listing to the top of the search results. Your guests can be your best promoters, but only if they've had an experience worth sharing. Respond quickly and effectively to all of your guests' inquiries, concerns, and requests. This builds trust and will help create a memorable stay. And remember, going the extra mile usually leads to great satisfaction and good reviews. Strive to become an Airbnb Superhost or a Vrbo Premier Host. These are definitely not overrated titles. They can boost your credibility and your property by showing you run a successful business and deliver a 5-star experience to every guest. There are plenty of creative ways that you can market your property. You can collaborate with hosts in other markets that cater to a similar audience as yours. Consider networking with local businesses and post about your short-term rental on your personal social media. The key is to be creative and meet your audience where they are. By implementing these 5 strategies, your bookings can really see a significant boost. Remember, it's all about making your property shine and connecting with potential guests in meaningful ways. If you found these tips helpful, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on making your vacation rental a success. And hey, if you have any questions or you want to share your own stories, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Happy hosting!